Hey guys, welcome to Walker's World. Woodstock here. That was just a little bit of springtime photos from my yard here, southeast Florida. Pretty nice time of year here, everything's in bloom. But anyway, what I'm going to do here is another tent review. Yep, another tent review, just what you want to see. Sporting a Walker's World YouTube t-shirt here. If anybody wants one, let me know. I'm sure you're going to be jumping to joy to get them. But anyway, I wanted to do a review on a tent that I've been using pretty much for the past year. And this tent is Smith Morrison 2, two-person double wall tent. Now, I wanted to, normally when I do these tent review, I go through setting it up and everything, and I constantly botch the technical specs. So what I wanted to do is, first of all, go over all that so I get it right. Got it all written down right here. Just a little thing about it. First of all, this is not what you would consider an ultralight backpacking tent. I have taken it on numerous trips. I did just shy of 70 miles on the Florida Trail in Ocala National Forest, and I also used it for like 40 miles on the Appalachian Trail, a bunch of overnight camping trips, and I did carry the whole thing around. What this tent is, though, it's an absolutely fabulous tent to take kayaking, to take it on a motorcycle trip. Being that it's a freestanding tent, unlike my other tent I'm using now, which requires trekking poles. Of course, you don't have trekking poles or anything of that on a kayak, so this worked real well for that. The other thing about this tent too is I used it with my wife. So if you're going out hiking with this one and you're with a significant other, you're going to share the weight. One person could carry the main portion of the tent and the pack. The other person can carry the fly, the footprint, and the poles. And that would pretty much cut the weights in half. So speaking of weights, let me get into probably the only negative about this tent. The tent, the fly, the poles, and the sack weigh 5 pounds 11 ounces. Okay. I also have a footprint that is made for this tent, and that comes in at 9 ounces. So with the stakes, this whole setup probably will go about 6 pounds 5 ounces. So if you were to cut it in half and go with somebody else, you could get away with just over 3 pounds each on carrying this tent. So that's not bad. Now let me get into the other specs with this tent. The tent is very large. I mean, it's truly a two-person tent. It is, let me go over the size of it first. First of all, it's 92 inches long. So being 6'3" myself, I had plenty of headroom, plenty of foot room. It's 56 inches across, so that you could fit two really 25-inch sleeping pads in there side by side with no problem at all. And it's about 43 inches high. So that's, in centimeter, that's 234 by 143 by 110 centimeters. The pack itself, actually, it has all the setup diagrams and everything on in case you forgot how to do it. This is 18 inches by 7.5 inches. And in this here right now, I have the inner mesh wall of the tent, and I have the fly in here right now. Okay. The poles, there's expandable, with the cords in it, poles. And the pole diameters are 8.5 millimeters. And they are made out of 7075 aluminum V stakes. This is why I don't remember all these numbers and stuff when it comes to technical specs. But these are the tent poles. Tent stakes, I have all sort of different stakes. I got mini groundhog. I got everything because I've been using them on all different situations. So I think it requires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stakes would be more than enough for this tent. You actually could get away with less. The ground cloth, the footprint, this is specifically made, and what it is, inside this, each end, this one is actually the gold yellow end, and it has a clip. Now the fly can clip into this and just make it a tarp tent with a fly, and also the inner mesh part clips into this also. So you could actually pick this whole tent up, move it around and everything, even on the footprint. Now the cost of this tent is retails at Mountainsmith on their website at $179, but I found this tent on Amazon. You can pick this tent up for as low as $106, and I also seen it for around $109 on Amazon. The footprint was sold separately, and I think that was about $25. So let me finish this up. Again, this is a two-person layout. It's a 3-season, 2 freestanding tent. Tent fly, ventilation windows, bathtub floor construction. Now the bathtub comes up about 8 inches. It's one of the higher bathtubs I have seen in a tent. And other than that, the whole tent, the rest of it is in a no-seam type of mesh screening. That's really nice, because when you leave the fly off of it, you're really opened up to the outside and being protected from bugs and all. It's a taped floor seams and fly. Like I said, no-seam mesh wall panels. Detachable ceiling pocket. There's this little mesh pocket up above that clips in 4 different areas, and you can put anything up there. You can hang a light. We put one of those little Lumi lights up there, and it just gave a nice light all throughout the tent, but you can put whatever you want in it. In the tent, there's also a double in the one corner, there's a double mesh pocket, and in the back corner, there's a double mesh pocket to keep plenty of stuff in. They're all clip pole attachment for all the connections there. They have reflective guidelines and tension cord locks. They have YKK zippers on it. Like I said, 3M reflective cords. The setup instructions are on the bag itself. I'm going to hold on to this tent. I really like it a lot. My wife likes it a lot. And I would recommend this tent highly. It's very durable. Like I said, it's very large, and it's easy to set up, and with the footprint, or even without the footprint on it, the flooring is very good. So let me get into setting it up, and I'll show you how that works, and I'll show you the other way without the inner mesh. I'll be setting it up that way also. This is it in all its glory. This is with all the weight. We got it staked out, poled out, the inner tent's in it, everything. So, as you can see, it's a very nice tent. Really well made, very durable, very waterproof, no seam sealing, any of that stuff required. It's got a lot of ventilation, and you got these little vents up here that pull out. You got plenty of vents underneath. It's a double door entry to 2 vestibules, and it's a rainbow. I guess they call it a rainbow. It zips all the way around, and the inner part zips and the outer part zips. So it's got. Yeah, I'll go in and show you the inside of this. Okay. As you can see, I have it zipped here, but you can pretty much unzip that whole thing, or you can do this. You can take here it is here, just the screen part. So I've used this plenty of times, and the screen part just it rolls right up because it has clips, so you get all this ventilation here. You get ventilation up here, and you got another one over here. You got 2 double mesh pockets over there and 2 double mesh pockets over here. The bathtub in it is very high. No water comes in. You got all around the seams. The tent is really waterproof. Like I said, you can get plenty of ventilation across. It's got a double vestibule area here. Like I said, I'm 6'3", and you can see I mean, I've got a lot of room in here and a lot of room down there, all around my sides. If you're by yourself in this is a small condo. We used it without the rain fly one night. It's the screen. It's all screened here. The mesh, it's all over. We sat, laid in it one night. We were at Kissimmee Prairie, and it was just the stars were out. It was a beautiful night, just without the rain fly on it, and we had a ball there. So, anyway, this is the Mountain Smith Morrison 2 double wall mesh tent. Like I said, it's not an ultralight tent, but it's extremely durable. The flooring is really, with the footprint and the floor in it, I mean, it's pretty indestructible. I would recommend this highly. And for me, you know, an old guy, I need something lighter to carry around with me on long distance trails, but I did carry this, and it was doable. For you young guys, you could do it in a heartbeat. But anyway, she's a beauty. I would recommend it highly, and I thought after all this time I've used it, I should at least give it a shout out. Okay, I wanted to point out also how versatile this tent is this is basically without the bug insert, the inner wall insert. I took the ground sheet, just for today's very windy, so just for the sake of putting it in and getting it set up properly, I went and staked out the footprint pole. Is color coordinated, like I said before. The gray, silver goes with the gray. The gold goes with the gold or yellow. Let me go in here and show you really quickly the size of this. This footprint is pretty nice. As you can see, there's a ton of room in here. With the vestibules closed, we pretty much keep the weather off you. I really do like the setup. This is the first time I actually set this up like this. Right above here, where normally the clips are, that clips it on the inner tent, we got these Velcro straps, and these Velcro straps run all the way down and connect. It's sturdy. With one hand so with this closed, you can see that this is real nice. This would definitely keep the weather off of you. You've got a good vestibule area here. I'm real tempted to use this. This would be an excellent setup. And so just want to show you the versatility of this tent. This is the fly, rain fly, with the footprint and the poles. Very sturdy, very durable, and a lot of room. So I like this portion of it. So this is what you could use if you didn't want to have that inner bug portion of it, and reduce the weight significantly. Thank you for watching. Hit that little, I think it's up there, it's that little round sunset or sunrise thing up there. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.